They told her she was too much, too emotional, too loud, too soft, too wild, too ambitious. But she wasn't made to be understood. She was made to become her own savior, and so are you. This is not a story of a damsel waiting to be saved. This is a story of a woman who decided to pick up the shattered pieces of her soul and build a kingdom from her scars. If you've ever felt like no one's coming to save you, this story is for you. She had the kindest heart but kept it hidden behind silence. She was the type of girl who clapped for everyone else but never felt seen. She poured love into people who didn't even know how to hold it. Until one day, everything collapsed. Heartbreak, rejection, loss, loneliness. She sat on the floor of her room, tears soaking into the fabric of yesterday's dreams, asking one question: who am I without them? And the answer didn't come from someone else. It came from within. Something shifted, not in an instant, but slowly, like a sunrise creeping into a night that overstayed its welcome. She stopped scrolling to compare, stopped chasing those who barely noticed her absence. She sat with herself, and for the first time, listened. Here's what she realized. Her worth isn't tied to how useful she is to others. Her body is not a battlefield. It's a home. Her silence wasn't weakness. It was survival. And her past? Not her prison, just her training ground. And maybe, just maybe, this was her becoming. She didn't wait for motivation. She created systems. She got up earlier, not to hustle for validation, but to meet herself before the world did. She drank more water, moved her body with love, not punishment, spoke kinder words in the mirror, journaled the truth, even when it was ugly. And you know what she discovered? True power isn't loud. It's silent commitment. It's keeping promises to yourself when no one's watching. It's forgiving yourself for who you were when you didn't know better. And slowly, she became a force. She didn't read 50 self-help books. She just did these 5 things again and again. 1. She learned to sit with her emotions instead of escaping them. No scrolling, no distractions, just breathing through the storm. 2. She created a non-negotiables list. Daily walk, 10-minute journal, boundaries with draining people. 3. She stopped explaining herself. Healing doesn't need an audience. 4. She learned to say no without guilt, because saying yes to everyone else was saying no to herself. 5. She made coming home to herself a daily ritual. Tea, candles, a quiet evening dance, self-soothing over self-sabotage. These aren't Instagram-worthy habits, they're soul-worthy habits. Not every day was fierce. Some days she cried again. Some days she felt like she was slipping back. But this time, she didn't shame herself for it. She spoke to her inner child, held her own hand, and told herself, it's okay to rest, but we don't live here anymore. Because growth isn't a straight line. It's a dance between falling and rising, and she was learning how to rise with more grace each time. She stopped dimming her light to make others comfortable, wore the dress she used to feel too much in, said what she meant without softening the truth, dared to dream of more than survival. She became the woman who could hold space for herself, soft, strong, sacred. And she began building a life that didn't need to be escaped from. Not because everything became perfect, but because she realized she is the one she's been waiting for all along. You're not too broken. You're not too late. You don't need to be more like her. You just need to come back to you. So today, make yourself a cup of tea, turn off the noise, ask your heart what it needs, and promise her you'll never abandon her again. Because one day someone will ask you how you did it, how you made it out of the dark, how you found peace, and you'll smile and say, I became my own savior, and so will you. If this spoke to your soul, it's because your healing is already unfolding. Subscribe for more stories and strategies to help you rise into the woman you were born to be. And remember, you don't have to be fearless. You just have to be faithful to yourself.